The old-time radio researchers present. PollVault. Compare our library to yours. Which of your files are already in the OTRR library? Which of your files are missing from the OTRR library? Rename your files based on name, date, and episode number. Welcome to a demonstration of PollVault. Note number 1. The graphical elements of this demo have been altered to fit this format. Note number 2. PollVault cannot access your hard drive or make any changes to your files. For this demo, I will be examining some radio files in a folder on my hard drive using PollVault. This folder contains audio files for the Judy Canova program. Opening the folder, you can see a listing of files. PollVault operates on files or folders. For this demo, I will select all the files in the folder. The goal is to get a file listing of the files into the clipboard for use in PollVault. As stated earlier, PollVault cannot access your hard drive. You will be providing a list of files for processing. You can get this list in Windows by 1. Selecting all the files. 2. Hold down the Shift key while right-clicking one of the selected files and 3. Choose Copy as Path from the pop-up menu. Note, if you do not hold down the Shift key, you will only see Copy as an option. Now, we can start PollVault by going to its web page. Step 1. Choose a category of processing. Since we're only dealing with one program, we'll select one program at a time. Step 2. Provide a list of files. PollVault needs a list of files to work on. We already have a list in the clipboard. So, we click in the input box and paste the list. Now we can see the list, and to go to the next step, click the Submit button. Step 3. Assign a program. PollVault will compare your file list to the OTRR library files. Here, we need to enter Judy Canova as the program. We could click the letter J and scroll through the list until we find what we're looking for, or use the autocomplete box. In the autocomplete box, as we type out J, then U, then D, we get a short list to choose from. By selecting the Judy Canova show, we have told PollVault all it needs to know to compare the files entered in Step 2 with the OTRR library. Step 4. Match files. PollVault provides two tables. On the left, PollVault provides a list of not only all the Judy Canova shows in the OTRR library but also includes the episodes that are currently not in the library. The list of all episodes comes from the OTRRpedia. The non-library episodes are indicated with a pink background and a font in italics. If you wanted to exclude these non-library episodes, you can just uncheck the Include Episodes Not in Library checkbox. The table on the right side shows your files. PollVault took the file names and tried to parse out the title, date, and episode number from the file name. The original file name is provided in the second column for reference. If PollVault finds a matching OTRR library file, the library file is shown in column 1 and turns green to indicate a match. In the left library table, any library file that was matched is also turned green. In both tables, you can click a heading to sort by that column. Click again to sort in the opposite direction. For this demonstration, we will sort the My Files table by the Match column, which moves the non-matched files to the top. The first non-matched file has a pulsing yellow box in the first column indicating that it is the currently selected file. To match the file, we just need to click a row in the library table. To start with, we're trying to match a file with the title of Dream Pills. We could sort or scroll through the library files, but for this demonstration, we'll use the search box. Typing DR in the search box gives us just 4 files to examine. The DR in each title is highlighted. None of these seem to match. Maybe we have a file that is currently missing from the library or matches one of the unnamed episodes. For now, we'll skip that one by clicking in the second row of the right table, moving the yellow selector box. Now, we're looking for a match for Fan Magazine. Typing MAG in the search box gives us 2 library files. To match the library file titled Movie Magazine Does Article on Judy, we just click that row of the table. The library match is now shown in the right table and the selector moves down to the next open slot. Using a similar method for the leap year file, we type LEA in the search box and then select the Great Hopes for the leap year library file. Looking for a match for marriage advice, we try MAR as well as ADB without finding a match. For the next file, Judy has a crush on Humphrey. Typing HU in the search box finds a match. Judy has a crush on Humphrey. PollVault did not automatically find the match because my file has a different date, December 10th instead of December 11th of 1948. For the last unmatched file, Two Boyfriends, we search on BO and find a match, Judy sees Psych, Two Boyfriends. Here as well, the dates are different, both on February 5th, but the year is wrong, 1952 instead of 1948. At this point, we have found which of our files match the OTRR library and found some that might be missing. The last PollVault step, number 5, is optional and lets you generate updated file names for your collection. To repeat, PollVault cannot change the names of your files. It can only generate the names and give you a quick method to perform the update yourself. When you click the Rename Files checkbox for the My Files table, a new column is added on the right. Note, since we are done with the library files at this point, it has been removed from this screen. In the actual PollVault, the library table is still visible. By default, every file that we matched by hand is automatically selected for renaming. You can turn every row on or off by clicking its individual checkbox or using the All On or All Off button at the top of the table. At the top of the table, a text entry box displays the code used to generate the file name. The default code is ABC %D %N %L. The ABC is just a stand-in for any text you want to have, usually an abbreviated form of the program name, but it can be any text. %D represents the date of the episode. %N represents the episode number. %L is the library title. You can also use %M for the title from the original file. For this demo, I'm going to change the code to Judy C %D %L. You'll see on the right side of the screen that some statements have been generated, one for each checked row in the table. These statements can be used by you to quickly rename a file without typing and will be demonstrated shortly. For now, notice the last part of each of these statements shows the file name as generated by PollVault using the code in the Rename Files text box, Judy C followed by a space, the date, a space, and the library file title. If you want to change how a date or episode number is translated from the code, you can click the question mark button. This dialog box lets you determine the settings to be used with the codes and to experiment before making a final decision. After changing your settings, click Update Settings or Cancel to close the dialog box. To change your file name, you can copy and paste the generated file name using the standard file rename function in File Explorer. Or you can copy the entire command. The REN stands for rename. Open a command prompt, paste in the command and press enter to change the file name.